This all started with a flyer in my mailbox, and it says, save on fuel up to 10%, 20%, 30%. What hard proof do you have that that's true?
Proof that we offer is that we have tests that show that we can provide 7 to 14%. The 10, 20, 30% are things that are reported in that flyer as testimonies from users of the product.
The EPA has said that they would not accept the kind of proof they saw on your website. Would you submit your product to the EPA for testing?
Well, the EPA typically doesn't do testing for this type of product, but I would be willing to submit the product to anyone if they test it according to our directions, yes.
They said that the test at their lab would be $30,000 and that few people take them up on their offer. Would you take them up on that offer?
I would not like to spend $30,000 if I didn't have to.
Let me make sure I understood your first response clearly. You're saying that the claims of 30% fuel savings are based on anecdotal evidence, on what people tell you.
Some of that is that we would stick by what we are authorized to say from the FTC is that we can actually place on our packages that we can offer you 7 to 14% savings in miles per gallon.
The manufacturer told you that the FTC said that it was okay to claim 7 to 14% fuel savings.
That's correct.
I spoke to the local leader of our Better Business Bureau who said, I said, what do you think of claims of 10, 20, 30% gas savings? He said, the first thing I think of it is they're lying because it's just not true. You can go to the EPA's website and find dozens of pages of products, solutions, gimmicks, devices. They've tested over the years since the Arab oil embargo going back to the 70s, and all these things have basically been debunked. Why is it you say your product works?
Well, I'd be happy to send you some, but if you would like to see all the thousands of testimonials from around the world that we've received from people who are actually using the product. I'd be happy to furnish that to you.
And some of those testimonials are on the website, right?
Some of them are, yes.
The EPA has said, you include an EPA number on the website, and the EPA has said that's by no means an endorsement. Why include the EPA number on the website?
Well, it just shows that we are registered, our product is registered with the EPA.
Now, Philadelphia television station WPVI says they tested the product and couldn't get it to work. What do you say?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I spent an hour on the telephone with the girl who was the reporter, and I explained to her the directions for use of the product. They didn't use the product the way it was instructed to use it, and they only drove less than 50 miles, and they reported a measly 4% improvement in their miles per gallon. And my comment is, had they driven a full tank, they might have gotten 20% or 25%. But they only drove a very short distance. So if they had used it according to our directions, they could have realized a very substantial savings.
We spoke with an author who lives here in Charlotte. His name is Robert Fitzpatrick, and he runs a website called Pyramid Scheme Alert. And I asked him to look at the compensation plan, which is detailed on your website. And he described it as a recruitment-based program. And he said, any scheme that promises you money based on recruitment, if that's the primary way you would make money, it's a scam. It's a pyramid. How is it that you're not selling this just as the idea of selling more product? Is this not, in fact, a pyramid?
Absolutely not. Our company offers product both to retail customers and to distributors for resale all over the world. As a matter of fact, we have shipped our product into 83 countries around the world. We have excellent reports back from them of the results that they've achieved by using the product, and people are paid based upon retail sales of the product. So when they sell the product, then they can get commission from selling the product. Everyone that joins our company purchases a product package for their use or for giving it away or whatever. They purchase the product package. So it's only commissions are paid based upon product sales.
Well, this is critical. How many of those, or what percent of those product sales are sold outside the company? That is, what percent of products are sold to people who are not themselves salespeople?
That's a good question. I don't have the exact answer. I'll be happy to get that. But a substantial percentage of the sales are sold through retail outlets. And every distributor that has joined the company has a retail shopping cart on their site that they can direct people to go to their site and purchase the product for their own use.
On the back of the first flyer that I got advertising this product, it says you can also have a business opportunity. On your website, you also have a business opportunity. It leads them to wonder whether you're marketing a product or a business opportunity.
Well, every company that has a product for sale sells it through salespeople, direct mail advertising, television advertising. Our approach is simply that we've chosen to sell it through distributors, and those distributors can refer people to their website for retail sales. So it's no different than any other company in business. If you have a product, you obviously want to sell the product.
The question that Robert Fitzpatrick, the fellow who has written a book on pyramid schemes, asked was, why isn't this product just sold in Walmart? If it's revolutionary, why not sell it on the shelf?
Because we have found, and a lot of other companies like Pampered Chef, Tupperware, Mary Kay, several other companies have found the fastest method of distributing your product is through a network marketing approach. It's people selling their product to their friends and neighbors in the area where they live. So it's an excellent, proven approach of distributing the product.
And as you're aware, there's another product on the market nowadays which is similar in claims and similar in sales structure, and that's BioPerformance. What's the difference between your product and BioPerformance?
A lot. A very, very different product. Our product is not in any way affecting the fuel in the vehicle. As a matter of fact, I have a report here from Southwest Laboratories that shows that our product does in no way modify the fuel. So I'll be happy to make a copy of this for you, but it does not modify the fuel. Their product does.
The FTC and the EPA and the BBB all urge extreme caution on the part of consumers because selling this product is a bit like saying, I have swampland in Florida. It doesn't mean that the swampland in Florida might not be valuable. It just means that traditionally gas-saving products have not panned out. The entire history documented by the EPA says they haven't panned out. So what would you tell consumers makes your product unique in this 35-year history?
Well, I think the thing that's unique is that it really works. It truly does work. as a matter of fact, we have ways, I have some reports here that I can show you that shows where you know for a fact that the product is working. One is you'll notice that there's more miles per gallon. You can have your car checked for emissions. You'll see that the emissions drop practically to zero. So you have proof that way. And the other thing is that from the day we open for business, if you were not happy with the product, we will refund your money 100%, no questions asked. We've done that ever since we opened. I can't say that for some of those other companies you mentioned.
I appreciate your time. I would love to try it out ourselves.
I'll be happy to get you some product.
Absolutely. I appreciate you making it in this morning and making time for us.
Well, thank you very much, Stuart.